Since I can't seem to give a long, wordy speech in this class without being interrupted, back to YouTube it is. Friends, enemies, classmates, lend me your ears. I come not to show out, only to pass English class. Most people want to have some form of power, whether it's for a sense of security or because they have a burning desire for control. But not everyone who is a leader should be in that position. The most memorable leaders in history are remembered because they were either completely insane or involved in some sort of scandal. After the assassination of Julius Caesar, a battle for power ensued amongst the remaining Roman senators. In the tragedy of Julius Caesar, William Shakespeare shows that the wrong person obtaining power is a recipe for corruption. After winning over half of Rome through his speech at Caesar's funeral, Antony becomes their leader. But as seen in Act 4, Scene 1, he refuses to share power with Lepidus and begins to view others as tools rather than actual people. I know a few people like this. When a leader has this mindset, they are more willing to lie and cheat in order to gain power for themselves. While Antony experienced corruption of his character, others experience a more traditional political corruption. In Act 4, Scene 3, it is revealed that Cassius takes bribes. Despite telling Brutus that killing Caesar, which in and of itself is treason, aka a form of corruption, would prevent Rome from becoming enslaved, Act 1, Scene 2. In actuality, he only killed Caesar for his own personal gain, known as Gombinism. But not everyone who gains power becomes corrupt. Just look at the honorable, the noble hero of this anime, Brutus. Or was he? Treason, betrayal, and unholy alliance with Cassius? Our protagonist sure had his fair share of corruption. In Act 1, Scene 2, Brutus is convinced by Cassius to assassinate Caesar, his best friend. Although Brutus claims he did so for the good of Rome, Cassius ultimately persuaded him by saying they should be just as powerful as Caesar. The final nail in the coffin was Cassius making it appear as if the people of Rome wanted Brutus to be their leader. Act 1, Scene 2, line 320. While Brutus's actions were disguised as honor, even he had ulterior motives. In Act 4, Scene 2, Brutus reveals that he knew about Cassius taking bribes, but didn't do anything, despite the fact that he killed someone for the exact same thing, which is called cronyism? Brutus turned a blind eye to very evident corruption, which, in turn, makes him corrupt as well. But these are just fictional characters. Real people don't act this way. Well, random audience member, we would not have a word for all of these types of corruption if they didn't happen. In fact, you're listening to the best person about this subject. I myself am a corrupt politician. Yeah, I got elected to student council and proceeded to not participate in any of our fundraisers, which is basically embezzlement. Whoops. Whether it's being consumed by your own personal interests, or in my case, having no idea what's going on, power and leadership in the wrong hands is not good for Roman emperors from thousands of years ago, or student council representatives. I'm not changing my mind, and that's that. I am as constant as the moon. I may go through phases, but I'm still me. At 2 Maddox? Then fall, Megan. Freedom.